Hello everyone, as you can probably tell by the title of this video, I have a very exciting announcement to make. Now last summer I was on the Disney Cultural Exchange program, which is a program open to university students. There's so many different countries that offer it, and basically you can work in Disney World for an entire summer. There's so many different role options available, there's so many different locations available. You can work in any one of the 6 parks, you can work in a resort, you can work in Disney Springs, you can be attractions, you can be merch, you can be food and beverage, you could do lifeguarding. There's so many different options available on this program, and I'm so glad I did that program because I will treasure it forever. It was so special. I was a Magic Kingdom cast member. I worked in outdoor vending, which basically I would work on the popcorn and ice cream carts in Magic Kingdom, and what I really loved about that role was I got to work in every single land. So I worked in Tomorrowland, Fantasyland, Main Street, I worked everywhere, which I really loved, and I got to watch Happily Ever After at work every night, and it was an absolute dream. And it kind of became routine, like when you hear Happily Ever After start, like I loved every minute of it, and it was an absolute dream. Now, ever since I was 12 years old, I have had this dream to do the Disney Cultural Representative program. Now, I found out about this program through YouTube vloggers, and I would watch their Disney CRP vlogs, and I just remember saying to myself, like, one day I'm going to do the Disney CRP, I'm going to work for Disney World one day. And I was on a trip in 2017 actually, and it was our last night there, and there was the casting agency door. And I remember saying to my friend, I was like, hey, could you take a picture of me in front of this door? And there's a picture of 15-year-old me standing in front of the door, the casting agency door. And I said to her, I was like, one day I'm gonna work here in Disney World. And little did I know that I would be working in Magic Kingdom, and I would be working there one day 6 years later. And now I get to tell you that I will be working at Disney World again, and I will be working in Epcot in the United Kingdom Pavilion as a cultural representative. I genuinely can't believe that this is even happening. Like, I don't think 12-year-old Alexis would believe that I'm doing the CRP right now. Like, genuinely, I said to myself, like, I'm gonna make this dream a reality. Like, I genuinely can't believe that it's actually happening, and the timing of everything, like, it's just been so wild to me, but it's just so magical, and I'm so happy. And I'm actually feeling really emotional right now because I can't believe it's actually happening. Now, how did I find out? So actually I had no idea, no indication that I would find out on the day that I got the email. There was like a group chat that, like, I think people were messaging all day being like, oh, somebody's been sent an offer, and then other people were like waiting out to see if they'd get offers, and I wasn't aware of any of that. So you can see, to my surprise, on Tuesday evening when I opened my emails, and I've just been checking my emails constantly recently, and I look at my email and I see do not reply Disney International Programs. Now, as I did the cultural exchange, I remember the email that came through, and for a second I don't think I processed that this was an offer letter. Like, I just thought it was an update about the program, because about a month ago we got an update saying hopefully soon they'll be sending out some more offers, and that was about a month ago. So I thought maybe it was like a further update from that, and I think it just took me a second to just like process, and then I went across and see the start of congratulations. I was like, no way. And literally my dad had just come home from work. I'd seen the email about 20 minutes after it was sent out, and I literally say, I just got offered Disney. And I was just in absolute shock. Like, I was not expecting it. I was not expecting it anytime soon. Like, genuinely, 7 p.m. on a Tuesday night, like, I was not expecting it. I genuinely can't believe that I'm moving back to Florida again. I will be doing the cultural representative program, the program that I've dreamed of doing for over 10 years. You know, when anyone's ever asked me like, oh, what do you want to do in the future? Like, I've always been like, oh, one day I'd really love to work in Disney World. And, you know, to be able to say that I have worked for Disney World, like, that was an absolute dream. And I will forever treasure the cultural exchange program. I met so many incredible people in that program. I loved working in Magic Kingdom. It was an absolute dream, and now I get to say that I'm going back and I'm there for an entire year. I will be in Orlando for an entire year doing this job that I've dreamed of doing since I was you know, 13 years old. Like, that's crazy. Now, a lot of you may be wondering when I'm going. So I will be moving to Disney World in February next year, which again, I can't believe that's like 6 months away. Very, very soon. A lot of people might be like, that's a while away, but like 6 months flies by, honestly. I had about 6 months last time, like when I got my offer and then I was doing my program. So it roughly being the same amount of time. I think it's just a few more days this time around, but like genuinely it flew by last time. So yeah, I can't believe that I will be moving to Orlando in February. And I will be working in Epcot in the United Kingdom Pavilion. So if you're on a vacation between February 2025 and February 2026 and you're in the United Kingdom Pavilion in Epcot, come say hi. And you're probably wondering what role I got. I got merchandise. My previous experience in my career has predominantly been retail until Disney, and Disney was my first time working in food and beverage. And I really loved that experience. It was a brand new, fresh experience for me. I had, you know, 6 years worth of retail experience at the time. So it was really new to me and I hadn't worked in food and beverage before. So I didn't really know what to fully expect. But ODV was the perfect introduction to it. And I really, really loved it. And I loved how collaborative it was. And it was just so fascinating to me because I'd never been in that kind of role before. And I thought this time round, like if I were to get offered the cultural representative program, I was like, they might position me in food and beverage again because I've worked food and beverage at Disney. But I'm doing merchandise, which is really fun and really exciting. I didn't expect merchandise. I got my offer letter and I was freaking out over that. And then I went to look at the program dates and then went to look at my role. But I'm really excited about working in merchandise. I think, you know, when I was 13 years old, I was like, I really want to work in merchandise and CRP. And then I worked in ODV and it completely like changed everything for me. Like I fell in love with working food and beverage. I really, really loved it. And now I love working both of them a lot. So I was happy with either one. So the fact that I'm doing merchandise is really exciting, that I get food and beverage experience from last year on my cultural exchange, and now I'm getting merchandise experience at Disney. So it's going to be fun to have both at Disney, which is really, really fun. I've just been researching and reading up about merchandise a lot more. I feel like there's a lot more information about food and beverage out there because there's more people putting food and beverage than merchandise. So I'm trying to like find vloggers and stuff that are talking about merchandise, but also I want to document me doing merchandise on the CRP, and be one of those people that takes you along on this merchandise CRP journey, which I'm really excited about. One of my friends is currently out there and she's doing merchandise as well, which is really, really exciting. I can't wait to work in merchandise. I'm really, really excited. And I love going in the shops in all the different pavilions. And when I was there last summer, like I remembered like saying to myself like, oh, wouldn't this be so cool to kind of like work in here one day? And like I really thought I was gonna get food and beverage. Like that was what I kind of thought was gonna happen. And then when I got merchandise, I was like, oh my gosh, like this is unexpected. But like genuinely, both of them just seem the absolute coolest. And I have never eaten in the Rose and Crown, but now I'm gonna make it my mission to go eat in the Rose and Crown every now and again. If I'm missing my British food, I will go into the Rose and Crown. I can't believe that like in 6 months I will be in Disney World. Like I will be living there for an entire year. Now in terms of living in Orlando, I lived at Flamingo Crossings last time and I loved it. I was on East. I loved it. I love the pool, I love the gym, I love the screens that you can like put movies on Disney Plus. That was great. I love Flamingo so much, and like you're so close to so much. And you can walk to Target, which is great. I think West is ever slightly closer to Target, but like literally by a few minutes. But yeah, I just love Flamingo so much and I can't wait to go back to living there. It was so fun and I can't believe it. Like, I can't believe it. I'll be back at Flamingo. And this is my one regret, is on moving week, I went to the gym and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to use this gym because it's such a great gym. And then as I got into my program, because it was, you know, it was a couple month program. So you're like, I have so much to do, and then it kind of got to that point where I was like, I haven't used the gym. Like, I used it once, and it's things like that that I'm really excited that this time I can make more time for the gym, and I can use the pool more and things like that, because there's so many great facilities at Flamingo, and I wanted to do a lot more of the events and stuff, and the fact that I can go back and do so many of them, because they do so many cool things. They do like pool bashes. I think when I was there was like an Indiana Jones pool bash, and things like that I didn't get to go to because it like clashed with my work schedule, whereas this time there'll be a lot more opportunity to do things that I didn't get to do last time, which is really fun. I definitely want to do some more things that I didn't do. I want to go to some more beaches. That would be great. When my dad visited last time, we went to Daytona Beach, which is one of my favorite places. So I'd love to kind of do some beach trips. I also would love to do a little visit to California in my year out there. I really, really love Disneyland. I grew up going to Disneyland in Anaheim, and like I'm so nostalgic for it there, and now they have Avengers Campus as well. Like I love it there. Like I love it there. So I really want to make a visit back to California at some point in my program. Also, I have a few friends that are planning vacations then, so the fact that I'll probably, you know, they'll probably see me on their vacation is going to be really, really fun. And if anyone is out on vacation and you're in Disney World and you're in the United Kingdom pavilion, come say hi to me. But yeah, I still genuinely can't believe it. I am very, very excited. I want to vlog it again all for you, and that's the thing, like last summer, like I planned on doing so much beforehand. I was like packing videos, move-in videos, all this kind of stuff. I think when you're actually out there, and also the lead up to it, you don't realize how quickly time goes, and there was so much that I planned on doing, but like by the time I finished uni, I was like near enough going. And one little idea I thought of was like, if I watch one Disney movie until like one Disney movie a week until I go, I thought that'd be really fun. It's 28 weeks till I go, so I was thinking like if I watch one movie a week, that would be a really fun way to like count down to it. And also because I will be working in the United Kingdom pavilion, I want to make sure I have brushed up on all my knowledge about 101 Dalmatians, Peter Pan, Winnie the Pooh. Also, Epcot was always my favourite park. And the reason why Epcot was always my favourite park is because I loved World Showcase. I loved doing KidCot with my sister. Like, where every time we go to Orlando, we'd get the little stamps. And I think the first time we did it, it used to be like a mask, and then you get like all the stamps. And then when we went back one year, it was Duffy, and I think I've still got the Duffy one somewhere, and it's got all the KidCot stamps, and I love that. And as a merchandise cast member, I get to do KidCot, which is so fun. It's so full circle that like KidCot was such a reason behind why I loved Epcot so much, and the fact that I get to work at KidCot and I get to do that for families and I get to make magic is just really fun and really exciting. But I can't wait to take you on this journey with me. This is so exciting. I can't believe I can say in 6 months I will be working at Epcot as a Disney World cast member.